have seen him if you've been here before. He's the one-liner king of Kent. He is the one and only. Now you're going to give it up, aren't you? We're going to do that. Yeah. No, look at her. She's like a coiled spring. It's Laura. Come on, say his name so I can go wild. I might not say his name now. No, I am. I'm going to say his name, and then you're all going to go wild and crazy. Am I right? Yes. Come on, elephant people. Give it up for Mr. Colin Gallatally.
Evening. That's some good news today. At the age of 49, I got my very first ever underwear modelling contract. Woo! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the new face of man in continence pants 2020. Getting old now, getting fat. I'll put it down to all the shellfish I've been buying online, and it goes to prove internet prawn is addictive. I went to the doctors and I said, "Doctor, will a spoonful of sugar help my medicine go down?" He said, "No, Mr. Gallatally, you're type 2 diabetic." I said to the doctor, "I'm getting these terrible headaches, these terrible dreams that I'm being chased by an angry X Factor judge." He said, "It sounds like you've got irritable bowel syndrome." He said, "Why don't you try some exercise?" And I said, "Well, like what?" He said, "Why don't you try cycling?" I said, "Well, you've got to get that brightly coloured helmet, that all-in-one lycra suit." He said, "Are you worried about the expense?" I said, "No, I'm worried about looking like a twat." In the end, he said, "Mr. Gallatally, I want you to stand on that chair over there, I want you to take your trousers down and your pants down and gyrate in a clockwise direction while I go and get the nurse." I said, "Why do you need the nurse?" He said, "Well, she's had a bad day, she could do with a laugh." I've been married quite a long time, nearly 20 years now. My wife is a beautiful and lovely person, a very patient person, but even she has her limits. She got very upset with me this morning for urinating in the shower, which was fair enough. I should have waited for her to finish in the first place. It's difficult to keep the sex life active after all that time. She suggested we try a threesome, so I'll give it a go. To be fair, she enjoyed it a lot more than I did. I suspect it would have been better if I'd been there. We did better with sadomasochistic sex. In fact, we won the local sadomasochistic sex competition. Yes, we pissed all over the opposition. It's good to be in Faversham. In Faversham, town motto, at least we're not Sheerness. And then I didn't make it here though today. I had to walk into the car, some kid threw a French egg in my face. Earth, I thought. I was driving here, I had an accident, I crashed into a giant jar of mayonnaise. Didn't see it. It was my own fault. I ignored the signs warning of hidden dips in the road. Last week I ignored a sign warning me of walkers in the road and I ran over Gary Lineker.
Walkers.
5 seconds.
I went to a medium this week. I wanted to try and get in contact with an old friend of mine who sadly died. He died in a bizarre Scrabble-related accident. He choked to death on an N and a D and a T and a H and 2 E's. Spelt the N for him. Went to go and see this medium. When I got there, she was on this big chair, and next to her was a table. On that table was a giant book of cocktails. I said, "What's that?" She said, "That's my spirit guide." She said, "Is there anybody there?" But we couldn't contact my friend. All we could contact was the ghost of a dead window cleaner. Turned out she'd been using a squeegee board. Went to go. I'm back in the room. Went to go and Went to go see my cousin this weekend. He's been very depressed recently. Very depressed recently. In fact, well, when I found him, he just wasn't in a good place at all. He lives in Sheerness. He's a strange lad. He's always buying rubbish off eBay. He was showing me this box he had full of tiny, tiny stilts for rabbits. Turns out those weren't the hair extensions he was after. He was telling me he'd recently spent £250 on a DVD of an 80s programme set around a New York School of Performing Arts. I thought that was expensive, but he said, well, that's the price of fame. He's a strange man, he's a very boring man. A couple of months ago, he suffered identity theft. After a week, the thieves bought his identity back unused. He's a strange guy. To be fair, he had a very difficult upbringing. Very difficult upbringing. His mother, she was a Satanist. Didn't make her a bad person. And I think of the sacrifices he made. He was going to be named after his dad, but apparently absent is not a Christian name. He had a difficult upbringing, a very difficult upbringing. He grew up in a very small Cornish town, a town so inbred it was twinned with itself. Very deprived area, very deprived area. All the local kids used to run around wearing electronic tags. It wasn't because they were delinquents, no, it's so that the mothers could work out which kids went with which father. Very deprived area. It's a very difficult area. Difficult area. It was run by the local Cornish pasty mafia. My cousin, he spent most of his life living in a Ginster's paradise. There were drugs everywhere. He got his drugs from the local Girl Guides or hash brownies. The drugs, they messed with his mind. He started getting hallucinations. He was being chased by a pack of giant angry dogs. Turned out he'd be smoking cannabis. They messed with his mind, these drugs. They messed with his mind. In the end, he could only go outside if he was dressed exactly like the lead singer of an aging Australian rock band. He had OCDC. He found it very hard to keep down a job. He once had a job working for Ann Summers, designing futuristic sex dolls, but he got sacked. Couldn't see the shape of things to come. Got sacked from his job as a tyre fitter. Couldn't take the pressure. He was looking to train as a male beautician even, one of these people that does the sack, back and crack. But when he was told he had to start at the bottom and work his way up, he wasn't interested. New unfair. He also had trouble meeting women as well. I remember he went out with a blind girl for a while, but she dumped him. Apparently something didn't feel right. Went with one girl, she was like Marmite. Some people liked her, some people didn't. I've got that wrong. Start that one again. Went out with a girl. Some people liked her, some people didn't. In fact, she was all like Marmite. Thick, sticky, smelled of yeast. Recovered. Went out with an Essex girl for a while. She said she'd have a jazzle, but it turned out she'd been painting a genital waltz with nail polish. Met a girl in a bar. She said to me, she said you had a foot fetish. I thought, I'm sorry love, I can't go out with you, I'm lactose intolerant. Met a girl in a bar, thought I'd chat her up in an old-fashioned sort of way. Thought I would woo her, but she wasn't interested in bad ghost impressions. Then I got in a bar, went back to her house. She said she wanted doggy style, so I shagged her leg. Ate my bollocks, so crap in the garden. I was reading today in a newspaper that only the crumbliest chocolate tastes like chocolate never tasted before. But that might be flake news. I was going to leave into a joke about Boris Johnson, the leader of the Labour Party, but that wouldn't be politically correct. Said I'll leave you with this. They've just brought a new type of custard out, sponsored by the cast of Towie. It's just like ordinary custard, but thicker. And orange. And tasteless. Thank you, good night.